Hello and welcome back to another episode of Outlanders. We're up to episode 42, I believe, and today we're starting things in our base. And right beside us, you can see a glorious sea landscape. Or is it really the word sea landscape? I don't know. Seascape, I suppose. But anyway, we've got ourselves a wonderful little seascape with lots of little dark patches, which I should have fixed up. But today we're going to be working on this bit, this wall here, which I have been putting off for quite a while because I didn't really know what to do with it, and I'll explain that in a second. Now, if you can see, the bit here is all at y equals 31, so we've got a little bit of a problem because the bits out here are at y is 32, or this bit is y32, over here it's y31, or y30 I think, so this bit would be fine. But if we come over along through here and cycle around, we've got 31. But of course, as we go around, that's 32 down there. And so on. If we keep going round, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38 even. It comes crashing down and back up. So the basic premise is that we've got quite a mountainous, if you will, or little hilly in the seascape. So one thing we need to figure out is how we're going to work on this and make it better. So I do want to make the glass go in maybe by one block. I'm not entirely sure yet. I've got quite a little bit to work on there. So I think the first thing is to start work on this little, on the walkway that's going to go all the way around. And I think for the start we're just going to make it go right on the outside of this little seawall, or this sand wall, because that's going to be simplest. But the big question remains, what height should I build this walkway at? Now if I do it at y is 31, that means I've got a lot of excavation to do, especially around here, and that's probably going to mean quite a bit of this stuff is going to have to come out and be replaced again, and it does mean some more of these towers will have to go up. If I go y is 32, it means slightly less excavation, but it does mean I'm going to have to put something in the middle, something in here to make it look good. And personally, I am thinking, well, I actually don't know what I'm going to think. I'm going to have to think about it and come back and figure it out. And so after a little bit of thinking and planning, I've decided to go with put the walkway at y is 31. So I'm going to need to pull this bit out here as well and put in the walkway all the way around. So what I think I'll do is do a couple of time lapses, one with me putting in the walkway and putting in all the glass and whatnot, and we'll go from there. So let's get straight into it. And I'm probably going to stop the time lapse there, because most of the rest is just going to be the same. I've only done about roughly half of the building, and I've still got half to go, so I'll do that off camera or in between episodes or things like that. So what we do have over here is, you probably noticed I had to do quite a bit of demolishing of this mountain, or underwater mountain here, and I still got a little bit more to do, because if we get our way in here, we can see, let's actually swim through. Yes, it does take a while, I forgot how much time it takes. But yes, if we come through here, we'd be naturally walking along through here. I need to fix this up. We're walking through here and we just see a blank wall of stone. And that's definitely not something I want. I want something more like what we've got over here, a flat-ish path going across, a flattish seascape. So I definitely need to lower even more land, and that's going to cost even more time. So I'm probably going to do that soon and see where we end up with. So quite a bit more time to go before this base is finished. So I've put in a few things into this little box here and I've covered it up. It does mean I don't want to show you this stuff, because I want to be very cautious about this stuff. There's no point showing you it, because then you're going to be able to resurrect all the ghosts on your server, and we can't have that now, can we? But I'm just going to let it go for a little while and see what happens. And I'm pretty sure I heard those voices again. So if I open up this thing, there is a ghost. There is a ghost indeed. And it's looking at me with those eyes and chasing me. What is its name? Is it Ghoststo?
Ghoststo.
Is it Ghoststo?
No.
Do I have to kill it?
No.
It is Ghoststo.
That's not gonna work. That's no.
Ghoststo's back.
And
he's died. He's it again. He really is Ghoststo now.
Why is murder the first thing you want to do when I come back from the dead?
Why?
What is wrong with you, Mag?
Nothing is wrong with me. I'm trying to get rid of the ghosts.
Clearly, because oh my. I'm just gonna endure the torture.
Alright, how have you been, Blue? It's good to see you again.
I've been good.
Actually, no, I can't call you Blue because you don't have any blue. So I should call you Grey.
I'm just Ghoststo.
So Ghoststo.
Yeah, Ghoststo. Wow,
I'm looking into those soulless eyes.
I've been chilling there for months.
Months. I thought I resurrected you.
Did you?
Yes, it's in the earlier clips.
I can't remember. You know, ghost memories are fuzzy.
Yes, there was some magic involved. You know, just like how I cloned myself. Magic.
I see.
Magic with a K.
Ghoststo, Mister.
Yes, indeed.
Pretty interesting fella, if I would say myself.
Indeed. I wonder what happens if I try and dye you blue. Or maybe if you eat this.
I don't think that's gonna work, Mac. I don't think that's how skin tone works.
Maybe if you eat blue dye, it'll work.
I can't eat this.
Okay, well we might have to come up with a better solution. Goodbye. I can fly like a flying magpie.
Well, I'm a ghost and I can't fly.
Yes, exactly.
What is this?
Well, it might have taken a while, but I've finally finished off this lower level. I've enclosed it all in glass, and now what I need to do is completely drain it and then figure out how I'm going to do the landscape. As you can see, I still haven't figured out how I'm going to do that, but as we circle round, as I'm just checking to make sure I put every single piece of glass, and you can see this bit needs quite a bit of work. As we come around here, it's a little bit better. Yeah, you can see just a little bit better. It's flatter over here, and there's still some stone which I need to cover up. But it's over here where we need to do a lot of work, because you can see this stone, empty stone there. There's a massive hill there, which I probably will get rid of. And there's just exposed stone here where there's a mountain leading up to here, and that's not good at all. So overall, quite a bit of work to do. But first, let's drain this thing, get rid of all the sand, and see how it looks. So I'm going to have to bust my way into here, and I think the simplest way to do is just to break one piece of glass and somehow glitch through. there. Or I guess glitching will work, so let's get our sponge and get to work. Now the best way to do this is probably just to go around in a circle like this and quickly place them as I go around, which is going to be a little bit hard because as the water disappears you can see I quickly sink down. But hopefully this works because I do want to make able to do this with just the, how many is it? With just the 100 odd sponges that I have, mostly borrowed from someone I think, or some of them from my own of course, and mostly borrowed from someone else. So hopefully it works and we can have this done quickly. And there we go, it's starting to look a lot better without all that sand there. I think it really has improved the look of this, and the base is getting a lot closer to completion actually. Now that I think about it, that's probably the major project out of the way, well, aside from leveling out all this sand and gravel and whatnot here. But overall I'm very happy with the way this looks now. It's very good, and I think it's, well, I'm running out of words to say, but yes, I think it's really good looking. And if we fly out to the side, we can see that it looks a lot better as well. The grass, the gravel going all the way to the edge of it, it looks like it's melting into the middle of the ocean, so that's exactly the effect I was looking for. So I'm actually very happy. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's very good looking indeed. However, there has been a couple of consequences of me removing all the sand. Now, you might have noticed that there have been a couple of slimes bouncing around, and I had set up these little iron farm thing, or iron golem things over here to catch them. However, since without the sand wall, those golems would have been free to roam or to, well, just walk about. And it does mean that there have been slime bouncing around, and I haven't been able to kill them quickly. So, that's what we're going to finish today's episode on. And we're going to rig ourselves a new iron farm, or a new slime farm I should say, design. So we'll just have a small golem here, and surrounded by 2 lots of, what's this stuff, the magma blocks, and then of course the rails going underneath to collect it all. So let's get started on that, I reckon, and we should in fact be able to do another time lapse of that, or of me doing at least one, to show you how the process goes. So let's get straight into it. And there we go. You might have noticed I actually had a little bit of problem getting the iron golem in, but I think I've figured out how to do it now, and it's all good. So hopefully the golems, sorry, not the golems, the slime are all going to spawn. They're going to go into that little area. So what I want to do is replicate that a couple more times. Well, we've got one over here. We probably don't need one over here, so one over here would be good. And then a third one maybe on the other side over here. That should in theory be enough to keep this place slime free. So I'm going to quickly finish that off and come back when that's all done. And with a little bit more work we can see that we've got another golem here. We can just see, I think there's another second one over here. If we just keep bouncing our way, there's a second, and there's a third on the other end hidden behind all these walls and whatnot. So that should be enough to keep up all the stuff, all the slimes from spawning everywhere and killing. And it is going to make myself a whole lot of slime. If I go over to my storage, just like my old slime farms or temporary slime farms, I have got myself a ton of slime. So probably more than I ever need. So it's probably a good idea to dispose of it, but I can do that later. And that's probably going to bring an end to today's episode. So thank you again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.